This is not a political agenda. It has nothing to do with gender equality or inequality. This is not an attempt to reiterate that what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Nah. This poem is a tired liturgical prayer falling from the tired lips of a 7-year-old boy, this poet, praying tirelessly that upon his mother's return, she would see the tired scars in between his thighs, and this time, she will not beat him up for being rough or being reckless. Rather, she would see the teary, tired map lines around his teary eyes pointing at the 19-year-old maid at the corner who would tirelessly molest him in her absence. This poem is a public service announcement, an SOS call, a plea for you to take off the glasses of society and look closely at the skin of the man sitting next to you. For the body of a man is a braille text. You can read his emotions by simply touching him. Do you know that 73% of 1.20 million suicide attempts are committed by men? 10 out of 100 African men. And when asked why they were unable to pull through with the process, they said they were too scared to be called men that are not men enough even in their death. This is a man's anatomy. The body of a man is a hurricane, seeking freedom into vulnerability, but his eyes are too damp, so he keeps the storm shut in. The body of a man is a city under siege. His only refuge is the sound of his muffled voice behind his throat telling him, men do not cry for help. Shut up, men don't break under pressure. The body of a man is a town torn between heaven, hell, and earth, and it's okay. They say there is nothing beautiful about a man's naked body. I agree. How about his burdens? Are they also too ugly to be looked upon? They say there is nothing beautiful about a man's naked body. How about his burdens? Are they also too ugly to be looked upon? A man's emotion is a treasure he cannot afford to keep. So he shreds into valuable cash for friends and family. He is a weightlifter, so he has learned to put his hands to work so he can foot his bills. This poem is about my father. October 20, 2020, when the news of the shooting at the Lekki toll gate came knocking on our door through his radio, he welcomed the news as though he had lived the experience. He said that boys like him were taught to live, breathe, and survive through pain, death, and pressure. This poem, January 1st, 2021, he did not wake up to the sunlight. January 11, 2021, when the autopsy results came, they said he had cracks on his bones. I told my mother my father died out of colonization, this time not by white men, but by white lies that said that men are not allowed to feel. So I have a question. When a man wants to grieve, where does he go to? I have another question. Is a man allowed to feel? No! Rule number 1 of masculinity. A man is not allowed to feel. A man is not allowed to feel unless he's filling up an emotional need or filling up the space in the coffin. The tongue of a man is a pill he must learn to swallow. And the aftermath might be him sticking his third leg for stability in between the thighs of a woman. And the aftermath might be him contemplating suicide all his life.